So for anyone out there who has a store card, I need to share this video with you guys, and you really need to pay attention because you are getting screwed, and there might be a good chance you might go in your wallet, take these cards up and cut them up because you are getting scammed. Let me show you this video, guys, and I'm gonna give you guys some of my comments and things that you should do. And I also want to hear what you guys think about what's going on right now with the store credit cards.
So over the last year, at least 50 of the nation's largest retailers increased the APRs on their store branded cards. Companies like Macy's, Gap, Petco, and Burlington. Now, store cards have always had high interest rates, and the Fed's rate increases, of course, pushed those even higher. But retailers kept raising even after the Fed stopped. So between September of 2023 and September of 2024, the average APR on a retail credit card soared to 30.45%. And that is 1.52 points higher than the year ago period. And this happened at a time when the prime rate didn't move up or down. So we got to call it what it is. This was just all about shoring up profits before the Fed began easing monetary policy. Now, companies like Big Lots, Burlington, Michaels, and Petco have some of the highest rates in the industry at 35.99%. Gap and TJX are right behind at 34.99.
You see, that is just pure insanity. 30.49% is the average on a store credit card. There's really nothing worth buying just in a store with one of these ridiculous ass store cards where they might just give you 10% off, but then next thing you know, you're gonna have a 30% interest rate on your credit card. You see, people need to understand why though. First of all, these stores offer these credit cards, which is why you need to be extremely careful. First of all, this is the #1 revenue builder. Okay, they make so much revenue on the interest that consumers pay on their cards. The amount of money they make is ridiculous. Now, if you're someone with good credit, you might be thinking, well, why the hell do I gotta pay 30% on this card if I get a store card? Like, I shouldn't need to do that. The problem is, the pull is really risky because in order to get these cards, you don't need to have the best credit in the world. Your credit could be and they'll still get you in. So the people who are delinquent, they're making the money from someone who is not. Okay, so that's why you need to be really careful with these cards. And let's be extremely honest, okay? There is no reason why you would need to get a store card, period. Hands down. There is no reason to get these cards whatsoever. You can get yourself a decent credit card on your own where you could use, guess what? Everywhere. You can use everywhere that's gonna give you a better rate. You don't want to use one of these store cards where you're stuck on using it and just on that store, right? For example, it's at Burlington. Next thing you know, you're going to have a Burlington card and all you can use it is in a Burlington store. You're going to get tempted every time to just buy something in the store because you have the actual store card rather than using your credit card. You see, those cards, man, they're just the most toxic and the most dangerous. And I read so many articles out there saying why they're doing what they're doing. And the reason why is because a lot of these companies, these buy now, pay laters, the Klarna, the Afterpay, they're eating into their revenue. They're eating into their revenue, and now they recognize, wait, now we have to do something about this. So what they do, they increase the interest. Yes, as they said, the feds are cutting rates, and they know it's gonna get to a point where all credit cards, the rates will be going down. They're going the opposite way. They're going as high as they can now to try to get as much money off of people out there who are currently having these store cards. And let me tell you, man, this is what Old Navy, Gap, Target, and there's so many people out there who have those cards. And we all know people love shopping at Target. They love shopping at Old Navy and at Gap. And they are carrying a balance with this high percent on these cards. And guys, they're doing this without you even knowing. You might not even be looking at your credit card statement, noticing that they're increasing the rates on your account. That to me is really shady. You need to just get rid of these cards as quick as possible. Right now, you are on your debt paying off journey. I understand Dave Ramsey always says pay the smallest amount to the largest, and there's also the whole avalanche method. I would get rid of these cards first, okay? When it comes to all credit card debt that you have, these cards gotta be first. I don't care what the balance are. These cards have to be first because the interest rates are ridiculously high, and it's just going to make it even longer and longer for you to pay off your debt, and you'll be paying way more in interest if you're carrying one of these credit cards in your debt. I don't know, guys, what do you think? Do you think what these companies are doing is really shady, or is it even legal? Because to me, it just doesn't seem legal, but it's definitely unethical for sure. So if you have these cards, just get the hell out of these stores, stop buying, stop supporting them, because they're trying to take advantage of you, and that's really, really, really unfortunate. Catch you guys on my next video. Peace.